as y'all know, I've been focusing on cultivating better habits and better relationships. And with that, I've decided to start fostering my own garden 2020. I tried one time earlier in 2020 and someone took all of my plants. Then last month in July, I got several more for my birthday, in which someone took after about 2 weeks, but thank God they brought them back. So these are the ones that the person brought back, whoever took them, not sure who took them, just glad they brought them back. Anyway, I decided to come out today before the sun really missed the peak. As you can see, it's a fairly cloudy day, so I wanted to get an early start because the sun's going to be popping in and out, and I want these plants to get as much sun as they can. Anyway, it was storming last night, and it's going to be storming over the next couple of days. So today was the best day for me to be able to come out and do this. I didn't really do too much right here with this hot pepper plant. I really just left it where it was because I put some fertilizer in it yesterday before it started raining and storming. As you can see, there's one strong bud right there. There's several more coming through the top of pretty much all of these individual stems. So the good thing is that there's a lot of potential, and right now there's currently a bug. So let's get that mamma jamma on out of there. Go. So I don't know why I had to talk to it too, but anyway, that's done. So yeah, those are the extra buds that you see coming through. There's some more right here in this stem. So lots of potential. That one's about to start budding that white flower. So I didn't do too much to this one because it's pretty much taking care of itself right now. It's in a pretty good place. My sweet banana peppers, still doing all right. I have fresh buds coming in here in the top, but who knows how long it's going to take for those to actually start coming out. Because they keep starting to sprout and then they end up dying. I think it's because the bugs are really getting attached to the sweetness of these plants. I had a leaf right here that I actually took off. It still smelled really fresh, but I just kind of broke it down and put it back in the soil because the leaf wasn't going to get a lot of sun. It had larger holes than this. About half the leaf was gone, so it can't really get that much sunlight. So it's not really going to bring a lot of nutrients to the plant. So I went ahead and cut that off, put it back into the soil. This is my jalapeno plant, my mammoth jalapenos. As you can see, these are definitely flourishing right now. Only have two coming out, but I did repot this, put this in a larger pot. I'm hoping that I can get this stem to like really grow and raise a little bit. It looked like an additional stem was trying to grow right here, but for some reason it came off. I'm not really sure what happened there, but this is actually slightly shorter than the rest of these two plants. The pot is just larger. So what I want to do is get this one to grow a few more inches because hopefully I can get a larger harvest at least this first year. But yeah, as you can see, these mammoth jalapenos are definitely growing with some fierceness to them, which I really love. I'm really glad that in addition to that, they're also starting to bud a few more. Where are they at? They're really early on. Can't really see them right now, but there's some more buds going in there in the very top. So I'm hoping that I can get a nice little second harvest in before it really starts getting cold for these plants. And then this is my big mama right here. If y'all recall, I actually had this in a tent-like fashion, so where the top of these were pretty much closed in and more like a teepee or a triangle. However, what I decided to do was open it up because as you can see, we're definitely getting some tomatoes flourishing here. Look at that consistency, y'all. Look at that. They're gonna be ripe like right after each other. So that's really beautiful. Getting a lot of consistency there. That's what happens, you know, when you're properly fertilizing, watering, and maintaining the sunlight for all these plants. In addition to opening this up into a square formation, as you can see, I kind of tried to put some of these petals so that way they could start growing more inside, just so I can make sure that they get the right amount of sunlight. You have to be very careful when you're messing with a lot of these buds and whatnot, because you don't want to accidentally break a stem or arm or something and it, mess up your harvest. But I'm kind of picky with how my vegetables grow, so taking a chance. Okay, so as you can see, like a nice little cluster is going to grow right here, which is going to be very, very beautiful on the inside. Got another little one that's starting to sprout right there. And the main reason why I'm changing this formation is just because a lot of these tomatoes will look like they were going to be growing on the outside. And as I said, I really just want them to kind of grow right here on the inside of all of this. So I use these bamboo stakes that I probably got like 20 stakes, or maybe like $4 or $5. And then I just got these additional arms right here just so I could solidify the formation. I want to be able to manipulate the growth as best as possible based on sunlight, watering schedule, things like that. And I always want to put any of these extra like little limbs and stuff, these stems that's growing, I try to make sure that I keep them some shape, form, or fashion on the inside. I could always add extra arms to all of these, but I don't want to be too restricting. I want it to grow as healthy and wild as I can, and then when the stems start getting stronger, right before they really get to this permanent thickness, that's when I want to use the Velcro and stuff, like right here. That's when I use the Velcro to attach them to the stakes, so that way I can make sure that they're still growing up, but I want them to branch out as much as possible. So you see this one isn't doing too bad right here. I'm just gonna try to like lean that up against there, like that. Maybe in like another week or two, I'll use another piece of Velcro to actually attach it. And then what's gonna happen is this stem right here, when it starts getting stronger, I can detach this one, and it's gonna force the whole plant to kind of shift over, because this one would be strong enough to where all of those would be going straight up. Kind of a complicated process, but I mean, if you just watch it and play around with it, you kind of figure out what's going to be best for you based on your surroundings. So I'm really hoping that over the next couple weeks I get some tomatoes out of these, especially before it starts getting cold and before I have to start shifting this inside. I suggest using these stakes more than a pre-made tomato cage, because if you're a new gardener, it gives you a lot of wiggle room for error and allows you to kind of play around and see, once again, what's going to be best for you. But these are my little babies. This is my project for today. We're done.